Hello friends, this is Monish and I'm back with another book review for you, and it's another classic, Sybil, written by Benjamin Disraeli and first published in 1845. I'm gonna give you my rating on this book near the end of the video. And before that, I'm going to share with you the three features, prominent ones that you should be aware of, the three themes that this book is heavily based on, that you should be aware of so that you would know if you want to pick this up and read it or not. So without further ado, the number one feature of this book is the class divide. Yes, it is the eternal story of the haves and the have-nots, the proletariat versus the bourgeoisie. And the author Benjamin Disraeli portrays the picture of England at the threshold of industrialization, right when Britain was starting to establish small industries and the have-nots were moving from rural to urban areas. So the canvas is painted with the life of poor people from across Britain, struggling to live their daily lives, earn their daily bread. And in contrast, he tells us about the aristocracy that is doing really well, living in castles really, and having first world problems like what to eat tonight, or where to go, to which park to go to for entertainment, or to attend a ball or not, while the majority of the populace is struggling to feed their children, is struggling to stay alive and live a decent life. And these two classes do interact, and a lot of this interaction is sometimes brutal and chaotic. And the whole picture is of a caricature of some sorts, wherein the class divide is extremely exaggerated. The second feature of this book is dirty politics. Yes. In fact, from the start till the very end, this book is, about the grotesque politics that prevails Britain at that time, and even today for that matter. And it's really lame. Again, the feeling that we get is of, the feeling is misanthropic, in the sense that this politics that goes on, amongst or between the Tories and the Whigs is just a waste of time. They're not doing anything for Britain, for the public. They are selfishly pursuing their own promotion. They are, hankering for titles, securing their estates to establish their lines and heirs to their kingdom as such, and a game of one-upmanship which often turns dirty, and the lying and the deceit and almost the evil. And more than evil, what a waste of time, sheer waste of time. That's the feeling that you and I get when we read this book. And I guess that's the brilliance of Benjamin Disraeli, wherein he is really letting us know how it is. And remember, he was a prominent politician at that time in England. So it does, bring the dirty politics and the class divide to the forefront. And it's very hard to not see it. And the other thing is that it's hard not to compare it to how is it today. Have things really improved? Maybe, maybe not. The third feature and the most beautiful of this book is the love story. Yes, the protagonist, the name Sybil, is a beautiful girl, inspiring a lot of love and admiration and almost worship. The author has portrayed her as almost an angel, kept her on a pedestal. And I'm not going to get into the story, but this element of Sybil, the love story, is in the background, at the back end, whereas at the forefront is the class divide and the politics. And what it does is it provides a relief to all that chaos and evil and grotesque caricatures and the misanthropic pursuits. And every time you do read a passage or two about Sybil and her doings, you tend to forget about the world at large and lose yourself in that love story. And what a contrast. It was kind of heartwarming, and at the same time, a good experience to have picked it up and read it. Therefore, I would certainly recommend it to you, just for the sheer brilliance of, describing those times that are still pertinent today. And also because there is a beautiful love story at the back end. And now I'm going to give you my rating for this book. And my rating for this book is 6 out of 10. So guys, that was my spiel about Sybil, written by Benjamin Disraeli and first published in 1845. Till next time, happy reading.